For residents of a North York neighborhood this morning, the sound of rushing water could be heard all along one street after a major water main break.
The water rose within no time to 4 feet, and we've lost everything down there.
Now that is just one of the homeowners on Pelmo Crescent near Jane and the 400 facing major losses. Tonight, they are cleaning up, and this is why they're dealing with insurance companies as well. But even those not flooded are concerned because there have been other water main breaks in the past. And residents say the city has only done patchwork repairs, leaving them worried about more floods in the future. So with that, let's bring in our chief meteorologist, Anthony Fornell, for a look at the forecast to see how long in the future that might be.
Yeah, well, this mild air, third day in a row above 6 degrees, Anthony, and that definitely affects some of the aging infrastructure. You have expanding and contracting soil, and that can definitely affect the pipes. Potholes as well, a big concern as we've seen a lot of melting going on. Now let's take a look outside. This is from a different vantage point. 6 degrees at this moment. The winds are calm. It's just been fantastic out, especially with that sunshine, which was in full force this morning, but more recently we have seen some high clouds moving in, and that's ahead of our next weather maker, which I know most of you don't want to hear this. There's snow on the way, and that'll impact your morning commute tomorrow. It's only 1 degree in Windsor. They're starting to see some snow. 4 in London, 6 also in Niagara Falls and Buffalo, 1 in Kingston and Ottawa. But it will be cooling down tonight, and that is why we're more concerned about snow than rain, although it will be very wet in downtown Toronto and anywhere near Lake Erie, Lake Ontario. There'll be a mix at times, so that'll limit the accumulation. As you go up to Highway 401 and maybe just north of there, this could be 5 centimeters of wet snow, most of that falling during the early morning hours tomorrow. By afternoon, we're back up to +3, so that means a resumption of the melt, the big melt that has been going on throughout the week and will continue even if we add a bit of snow to those melt conditions. Anthony will talk more about another system on Friday, and yeah, even more snow on the way.
Keeping an eye on that. We'll see you in a little bit. Anthony, thank you so much. Pope Francis is showing slight...
Time now for our first look at the forecast. For that, let's check in with weather specialist Kaylee Bedore. Kaylee.
Thanks, Carrie. The weather out there this afternoon was giving me life. Nice to see the sun and feel a little bit of a change from some of the cold air. So temperatures above average, and on the plus side, it felt really good. Now our attention is turning to snowfall coming in a couple of rounds. So the first round overnight tonight and into the day tomorrow. The next round is going to be Friday night. When it comes to temperatures this evening, sitting around -3 at midnight, but then climbing slightly into tomorrow morning, about -1 to start the day. And we do have some of that wet snow moving through. When it comes to totals, I'm about 2 to 4 centimeters for Kingston through the day on Thursday. And then the more impactful storm is coming Friday night into Saturday, and that's where we are expecting more significant accumulation. For now, we have had some sun across the region today, increasing cloud as we head through the evening and overnight. Not a lot of wind, so that remains the case for this evening. Winds have been gusting up around 20 kilometers per hour, still coming in from the southwest, so more of that mild setup, and it did feel nice today. I have to say, tomorrow about 2 degrees, some wet snow moving through. Friday -4, but take a look. Friday night into Saturday, that's the next round of snow. 10 to 15 centimeters at this point possible, with some additional accumulation over the weekend. So winter is not done just yet, and we'll have more coming up. For now, that's a first look at your weather.
First Weather is brought to you by Aubin Windows and Doors. For premium products, award-winning service, and professional installations, visit aubin.com.
A unique high school.
Well, time now for a full look at your forecast. Some beautiful conditions across the region today. We had some sun, temperatures on the plus side. Now things are set to change, so a little bit of a shift and certainly more of a wintry setup headed our way. We've got some snow overnight tonight and for Thursday, and then Friday night into Saturday. That's when the next round comes our way, and that one is looking to bring more in the way of accumulation. So a couple of rounds and some colder air, but for now, temperatures for southern Ontario, even into parts of Quebec and then west to portions of the prairies on the plus side there too. Some mild air in place really across Canada. Many people enjoying a break from some of that cold air. And it is going to last tomorrow, so we do have temperatures once again above average for Thursday. But keep in mind, Thursday night and Friday, and then over the weekend, we are going to have a cooler setup. So temperatures start to fall and we have a couple of rounds of snow headed our way. So this one will get a little bit of a lull in between. We get a break and then it kind of ramps back up for the region. So here's the first one. It's bringing some wet snow and a mix to southwestern Ontario overnight. We'll start to see that impact, an increasing cloud coming our way already. But as we head into tomorrow morning, watch for impacts to that morning drive because some wet snow starts to push through for Kingston and areas kind of along the lakeshore. Some mixing is possible through the afternoon. Temperatures are expected to be above freezing on Thursday. And then we get a bit of a break Friday through the morning into the afternoon, a lull. But by the evening, we do start to see heavier snowfall pushing through, and that continues into Saturday. And that's the one that could bring 10 to 15 centimeters of snow. For now, temperatures are falling below the freezing mark through the overnight. They'll remain above average. -3 for Kingston, South Frontenac -4, starting to see that snow develop overnight. So by tomorrow morning, we are expecting some wet snow to be impacting the region, and it does continue on and off as the day progresses. 2 degrees, Prince Edward County, Belleville 2, Smiths Falls 1 degree. So tomorrow, still above freezing, above average, but not quite as mild as today and not as much sunshine in the forecast. Now we do have some sun expected over the weekend. But take a look at Sunday, Monday. It is going to be a different feel. Temperatures really fall there. And then by Friday night and Saturday, that's when that next round of snow comes in and some additional accumulation is possible to start the weekend. So winter not done with us just yet. That's a look at your weather.
Time now for our first look at the forecast. For that, let's check in with weather specialist Kaylee Bedore. Kaylee.
Well, a beautiful day today. Plenty of sunshine in the region. Those temperatures quite mild, and it has been overall a mild start to the work week. So today kind of put a little bit of energy. It gave me a little bit of a boost, though we are expecting more snow on the way. So that overnight and into the start of the day tomorrow. So expect some impacts for that evening drive, and we are expecting the temperature to dip down below the freezing point. It could be a little bit slick out there early on. It is going to be that wet snow and even some mixing as we head through the afternoon as those temperatures start to climb. There you can see that coming through the region. As we head to the afternoon, there's that mixing line, so closer to the lakeshore, and then elsewhere as you head a little bit farther north, more in the way of wet snow. Then we get a bit of a lull. And then by Friday night into Saturday, that's when the next round approaches. So that's what we'll be watching heading out of the work week. Keep in mind that higher totals are expected there. 5 to 10 Friday night and then some additional accumulation on the weekend. So that one will be packing a little bit more of a punch. And we also have that cooler air in place. So winter returns. That's a first look at your weather.
First Weather is brought to you by Aubin Windows and Doors. For premium products, award-winning service, and professional installations, visit aubin.com.
A unique high.
Well, time now for a full look at your weather. It was a beautiful day today. Plenty of sunshine in the region. Temperatures climbing well above average, above the freezing point as well, though it is certainly going to be more of a wintry setup as we head over the next few days and heading into the weekend. Now, colder air is in place through northern portions of Ontario and into Quebec, but southern parts of Ontario really have been feeling some warmth today, at least compared to what we would typically have and what we have been seeing. Farther west on the plus side through southern sections of the prairies, Calgary, 14 degrees this afternoon, so very warm for southern Alberta. Now things are going to shift for our viewing region. We are expecting cooler air in place by Friday, and also over the weekend, an additional cool down expected. So Sunday gets quite cold. We also have a fairly active storm track, so round after round of precipitation headed our way, and that's really how we'll finish off the next few days. So for the overnight tonight, some wet snow expected by tomorrow morning. Some slippery conditions possible with this one as that temperature drops below the freezing mark. Watch for some snow through the morning and as we head into the early afternoon, though we are looking at more of a mix along the lakeshore as the day progresses. Then by the evening, we should have a little bit of a lull. Friday, mainly cloudy skies, but then our next system comes in and that hits by Friday night, even through the evening, so we could have impacts to the evening drive on Friday, but it does start to pile up. Temperatures are going to be a little bit colder by the end of the work week, so we're looking at accumulation 5 to 10 centimeters and additional totals also on Saturday. So all told 10 to 15 with that one. So we'll certainly in more of a wintry wonderland here compared to how we started the week. -4 for South Frontenac overnight, -3 in Kingston, -3 Prince Edward County. So temperatures still above average for the overnights and throughout the afternoon. And we are expecting plus side daytime highs. Prince Edward County 2 degrees, 3 in Belleville, but it is going to drop. And by Friday, -4 for that daytime high. And then by Sunday, even colder air in place, -9 with -17 overnight. We do have some sunshine, but it is going to be